Hi there, welcome back to another Crypto Dave video. It's Friday, which means another crypto interest rates and news update. Today is the 5th of November 2021. And as always, we start by any new coins or changes in interest rates. And the big news is a new coin, Avalanche, has been added to Nexo. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail in a minute, but that's been added on. I've updated the rates for BlockFi and Ledden, and which went live at the beginning of November, and I've updated the Swissborg rates today. Unfortunately, the 25% extra that they touted about 4 weeks ago doesn't seem to be resulting in decent kind of like rate increases for any of their kind of coins. The only coins up this week, I believe, are the stable coins. Everything else down a little bit over the last 7 days. I may even remove Swissborg from this kind of table. It's not a platform that many people use. I had reasonably high hopes for it about 6 months or so ago, but they've consistently kind of underperformed everyone else. So yeah, I may well remove that from the kind of table. It's not a platform I'm personally using anymore either. So I might remove that in the next kind of month or so. Let me know if you want it to be left in. But might be nice to remove that and make way for some other platforms that are maybe performing a little bit better. So then moving on to the token prices. So Bitcoin up 1.6% over the last 7 days. So essentially kind of flat. We had a little bit of a pullback, pump up, and a little bit of a pullback down. But over the 7 days trading flat. Celsius, another really bad week for Celsius, down another 11%. Yield app down 10.5%. Nexo up 4.2%. So holding on to those gains, had a really good week and a half over the last sort of 10 days or so. So nice to see that holding on to those gains and even gaining a little bit more. Swissborg down by 5%. But the standout performer this week is CRO. So this is Cryptocom's coin, up 90% over the last 7 days, 10% in the last hour, 33% just today. It's gone really parabolic over the last sort of 24 hours. But a really nice run up for CRO. If you've holding on to some of those kind of like coins, maybe from cashback from the card or anything like that, not financial advice, but might be a nice chance to take some profits there. It will be interesting, I see, it will be interesting to see whether Celsius potentially will pump in the next kind of couple of weeks. We've seen really strong growth from Nexo. We've seen really strong growth for now CRO. Celsius is the other one of those sort of large platform tokens which we may see some movement from. So if you're holding Celsius and you've been really disappointed by the price, and it has been pretty poor over the last 6 months, maybe that will be the next coin to pump. I don't know that it kind of will be. It seems to be a little bit pessimistic, the Celsius subreddit and stuff like that, in terms of the kind of price. I think they're looking at some of these other tokens like Nexo and CRO now and seeing those massive pumps. But it'd be interesting to see whether CRO can hold on to these massive gains that it's made this week, and also whether those gains move on to the next kind of token, which potentially could be CEL. No guarantee that it will be, but yeah, solid week of consolidation for Gunnar Bitcoin. So steady kind of away, but nice to see at last some really strong growth from CRO. And then moving on to some stories, we'll start with Avalanche. So we mentioned this at the beginning of the show. Basically, it's been launched on, or it's been added to Nexo, and very similar to Polkadot, which was added, I think it was last week, with this kind of bonus rate up to 17% interest until the end of November. So the rates are exactly the same as Polkadot. If you're holding Polkadot or Avalanche and you want to benefit from this, you can move it onto the Nexo platform, and you will benefit from their promo rate, which is 17%. Now these rates will drop down after the end of November. We'll have to see basically what they drop down to. I don't think it's been potentially announced exactly what they'll drop down to, but you can take advantage certainly for the next sort of 3.5 weeks of Avalanche now on Nexo. It's nice to see. And staying with Nexo for a few minutes, they've got a new yield program coming. So when they say yield program, basically they are tweaking the thresholds and the bonuses that are available for each of their different loyalty levels. So when you first move crypto into the kind of platform, you were on the base level. Now previously they paid out an additional 2% on top of the standard interest, which they paid out in Nexo tokens. Now this is changing now. So if you're a platinum level user, you will still get that additional 2% in Nexo. If you're a gold user, that will be down to 1%. If you're a silver user, just 0.25% bonus in Nexo, and nothing for the base user. So they're trying to obviously get people to sort of like hold on to the kind of tokens, hopefully kind of buy some more of the tokens and hold them on the kind of platform. I think the slightly disappointing thing for some people is that because a lot of crypto is up quite substantially, and the loyalty levels are based on the percentage of your total account value in Nexo. That some people that were kind of platinum levels before, as some of these additional cryptos that they're holding are going up in kind of value, then they're actually being pushed down the kind of tiers and would have to buy substantially more Nexo in order to keep in the kind of top tiers. But if you're a platinum user, no real kind of changes there. But if you're one of the other kind of user levels, you will see a reduction. Now this won't go live till the 1st of December, and it doesn't affect the base rates, just these additional kind of bonuses that you previously were earning. So make sure you take a look at that. If you are a Nexo holder, you can see how it will impact you. As always, links to all these stories are available and will be available in the description below. And then moving on to a few more stories. Celsius Network, I saw this a few days ago, just a PR piece from Celsius here, but basically they have now delivered more than $1 billion in yield to their community. So they've paid out $1 billion, more than $1 billion now to their community of 1.2 million users currently. So nice to see them reach that milestone. Additionally, for Celsius Network, and something I've been looking forward to for a long period of time, it might seem a little bit small, but dark mode is now available on the Celsius web app. So particularly for kind of eye strain and things like that, I think dark modes are very nice on platforms. So nice to see that they've now finally enabled that. That's really good to see. And then moving on to some other stories. Firstly, a BlockFi. So I couldn't see this online, but I got this email, so there's no link to it online, but basically they are doing a crypto trade-in, it's not really a competition because the rewards will be divvied out to everybody, but basically between now and the end of the 7th of November, so the end of Sunday I think that is, as you've got 2 days if you're watching this when it comes out, if you buy or trade $100 in crypto through BlockFi, you will get basically you'll be eligible for your share of 5 Bitcoin. So they're going to be giving away 5 Bitcoin, and that will be equally divvied out across everybody that has bought or traded more than $100 in crypto before Sunday, November the 7th. So I don't know if that's the beginning of Sunday. So if you do want to participate, maybe do it tomorrow on the 6th. So I just wanted to make people aware of that. And then moving on to some other stories, we've got Hoddle naught. Now I mentioned that they were doing an AMA and asked me anything last week. I didn't actually get to watch it live, but they've now put together a recap of the questions that were kind of asked. So some of the questions came in before, and then there were some other questions, some live questions as well. But interesting to see how they kind of answered this. You can see the actual AMA there. If you are considering Hoddle naught as a platform, I do have a shameless plug, but I do have a sign up link in the description kind of below. I've been using it for the last few weeks, and next week I will be doing a review of the platform. So you might want to hold out till I've done the full review of the platform. But if you were hoping to get a little bit more information, because it's one of the smaller platforms out there that doesn't have necessarily quite as much information available online to find out about them, but the first AMA was quite interesting, and the questions, if you just want to read through to find out if a question that you're interested in was answered, is available on this link here. And again, that link will be in the description below. And then finally, just Crypto.com, they have now launched Shiden Network on their supercharger. So this went live at the, I think it's the 31st of October or 1st of November. So that's now live. There is a 7-day charging period. So you have to jump in quite quick, but if you are using Crypto.com, you'll probably be aware of this, but you can jump in now, take advantage of the last couple of days of the charging period, and then there'll be a 30-day distribution. I think all the information's here are available on the page linked below. So that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. As always, if you can give me a thumbs up, that would be fantastic. If there's any other platforms you want me to kind of cover, if there's platforms that you don't think I should be kind of including anymore, do let me know in the comments below. I do read all the comments. Last week's video, I got a couple of comments, and I received an email notification of a kind of comment, but when I went actually onto YouTube, it had been auto removed. I think mentioned this before, but if you leave a URL, a link like that, they get auto deleted from YouTube, and I can't actually see them to respond to. So do try and reply to all the comments I kind of get. But if you have left a comment and it hasn't been responded to, it's not showing up on the video, do leave it again without a URL in it. It should show up. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you're keeping safe and well. Hopefully I'll see you on the next video. But until then, have a great day. Bye bye.